Abode is a DIY home security brand with a lot of bragging rights. We recently tested the Abode IOTA, and now we're trying out the Abode Cam 2, the brand's standalone indoor-outdoor camera. Off the bat, there were a few things I really liked, but after a few days of testing, I wasn't a fan. Features like its live recording, color night vision, and even the mic and speaker weren't reliable and caused me a bit of a headache. After getting to know it, the best word to describe this camera is inconsistent. Join me as I dive into the world of the Abode Cam 2, for better or worse.
But before we get into it, like and subscribe for more reviews, how-tos, and videos like this from us every week. All right, let's get into it.
First, the basics. The Abode Cam 2 is this teensy little camera that works with the Abode security systems or smart speakers like the Echo Show or Google Nest Hub. It fits almost anywhere in your home and works as a nice little extension of your security system. A few of you asked in our Abode IOTA review if Abode works with other security systems like Ring. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But you might be able to make them play well together through a smart speaker app like Google Home or Amazon. Let us know in the comments if you want us to make a short and show you how. For this review, I tested it on its own. The Abode Cam 2 lands on the more affordable side of IP cameras like it. I was excited to see its color night vision in action too. It also has this clever design that makes mounting to the wall a lot easier. The Abode Cam 2 shoots in 1080p, which is the standard HD resolution for security cameras like it, and it's fine. I like to think of it this way. 1080p is like those comfy sweatpants you put on after a long day of work. They aren't the nicest things in your wardrobe, but they're familiar and they get the job done. Here's some footage I caught in my test. The Abode Cam 2 has a 120-degree field of vision, which translates to about 10.5 steps across the room. Straight on, it's not a lot, but at an angle, this little guy was able to see most of my living room. This tiny camera works indoors and outdoors, so naturally I took it outside. Here I've got it set up on my front porch for the afternoon. One issue that was consistently inconsistent was recording and accessing live video. That spinning blue wheel became a familiar sight after a couple days of testing, and it seems to be everywhere. Wanna watch live feed? Blue wheel. Wanna watch a past clip? Blue wheel. Need to record? Guess who? Blue wheel. That last one was especially frustrating because it's really unclear of what you're actually getting recorded. There were several moments where I tried to capture testing from the Abode Cam 2, but the clip didn't finish at the right time or it failed altogether. I suspect it's the Abode app behind all of these issues because I had similar problems while testing the IOTA. But whatever the issue, it was a serious problem. I haven't run into something like this from other cameras, at least not on the app side of things. To say that the Abode Cam 2 has color night vision doesn't feel totally accurate. It's more like low light color vision. I've run into this issue before with other cameras that make this claim. Turns out there needs to be at least some kind of light source in the room or area for the color to kick on. After turning on 2 lights in my living room, the color finally showed up. For reference, here's what the room looked like from my phone. Now, compare that to the Abode Cam 2 in total darkness. I was disappointed at how unreliable this feature is and was hoping that I could get that full color HD experience. Like many of its competitors, the Abode Cam 2 has two-way audio, which means that you can talk through the camera or listen in on what's happening while watching the live stream. But during my audio tests, I got really frustrated with this feature. The volume changed on the microphone and speaker several times, leaving me talking through my phone with nothing coming out of the camera. After several attempts, I managed to capture the Abode Cam 2's speaker on full volume. This is what it sounds like.
This is what the Abode Cam 2 sounds like.
Not great. Audio from recorded clips isn't good either, but it's hard to know how high the mic was turned up for these clips. And speaking through the camera on the app sounds super garbled and gross. I've done quite a bit of complaining about this camera. The Abode Cam 2 is well priced and well sized, and there were basic features that I liked about it, like the motion zones that were super easy to set. But I think that if you're looking for an extra camera somewhere inside or outside your home, you can find a better, less frustrating option. The Abode Cam 2 was so inconsistent with its many important features that it's hard to recommend this strongly. Between the mic and the speaker volume changing on their own, the disappointing color night vision, and the frustrating video capture, I can't say I'm a fan like I hoped I would be. Let me be clear. I like what Abode does as a DIY home security brand. It blends smart home integration with affordable, usually pretty easy to use equipment. But when it comes to the Abode Cam 2, I just think Abode can do better. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm hoping that as Abode evolves, the brand will make its app a little more user-friendly and come out with a better, stellar camera down the road. But for now, the Abode Cam 2 was just a little bit of a disappointment.
Hey, if you're part of the 10% of people who watched this far, or my parents, thanks for watching. Don't stop there though. We have a ton of other resources on safewise.com that you can check out. And if you like and subscribe, you'll get new videos from us every week. Thanks for watching and stay safe.